None of them was safe. Even the front one, none of them was safe.
No one has entered Dumi Bera's backyard for years. He keeps his children out and ensures they never touch the soil. He's fearful about the contamination that was found beneath his home in Edmonton's Homesteader neighborhood and what that means for the health of his family.
For that, I kind of lose hope. I just leave everything for God right now. Because I was trying to see who I can talk to help, but there's not really nobody to talk to.
In 2018, Bera and more than 100 others were issued formal warnings that their homes were near contaminated land. The following year, the province announced that higher than expected rates of breast, endometrial, and lung cancer had been found among long-term residents, and an investigation was promised by the province. 3 years after that study was due, Alberta Health Services says it's still committed to the investigation, but there's no timeline for when it will be completed. Bera is losing faith that government health officials will ever deliver.
They abandoned my family. They abandoned us. And then they be promising us from the beginning, oh, we're going to take care of you guys, we're going to take you guys out from here, we're going to make sure this place is safe for you guys to live with your family. After less than, not even a year, everything died out.
Bera is not alone in his frustration. Residents here have been locked in a long regulatory battle over industrial pollution. It all relates to what this neighborhood used to be. Just a few decades ago, it was an industrial area, home to a wood treatment plant. The Domtar plant once stood here. It operated for decades using toxic chemicals like creosote to preserve lumber products, contaminants that polluted the soil. Cherokee Canada bought the property in 2010 with plans to turn the area into a residential development. They've since been locked in a battle to build, facing a series of high-profile government orders to clean up the contamination. Now that remediation work has been approved by Alberta Environment. Much of the contaminated soil has been managed on site, buried deeper in the earth. And the province says ongoing monitoring will ensure the site will not pose a risk to public health. But some residents remain uneasy. Corrine Sheridan's children used to play here on one of the parcels where contamination was found. She's relieved the fences and warning signs that once stood here at the greenbelt by her home have come down, but she still has questions about the risks her family has faced. Her husband has fought cancer twice. Sheridan says current and future residents here need to see the results of the cancer study and details on the monitoring done to date to have confidence their homes are safe.
That whether it happened because of where we live and because of what was in the ground where we were eating and playing, or not. It's frustrating because we still don't know, and we gave them a lot of personal information to be able to do their study and come back to us with more information, and we continue to live life, and seems like they just ignore us.
Developer Cherokee has long maintained that this site is safe, and the province says it will now be up to the city to decide if and when they can break ground here. But meanwhile, residents in this area are still left wondering what the industrial history of their neighborhood might mean for their future health. Wallace Snowden, CBC News, Edmonton.